Welcome to Date Night. I'm Will, your friendly neighborhood game mom, a.k.a. your GM.
And I'm Amy, and I play Keira. I'm married to Will.
And I'm Will's nephew. I'm Sam, and I play the Grease Wizard.
I'm Eva. I'm married to Sam, and I play Ahrin, the half-orc barbarian.
I'm Mike. I'm the fifth wheel, and I play Durn Hammerstone.
And we play
Dungeons and Dragons.
The Landwalkers Bazaar is the size of a city. So you just start wandering around, I suppose, calling...
Kevin!
Kevin!
All right.
Kevin!
I'm going to keep that role that you had before, and Kevin hears you pretty soon after you enter the Landwalkers Bazaar. And he goes, "Hey, over here.
All right, hello, Kevin.
Hey, who told you my name?"
I don't know, slow guy. He speaks kind of like this, kind of hard to forget.
Okay, Harold.
Harold, yes, Harold.
Classic Harold.
Classic Harold.
Yeah.
Classic. Does he have a purple crayon?
All right, hello.
Nice.
He told me I need to make... My friends, they kind of hate me. And...
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, so I'll need a friend.
Usually it's the smell.
My smell?
No.
All right.
Whose smell? Who's that? Nothing.
Nothing. All right. So I'd like to make I'd like to say... I'd like to make a homunculus, and I heard you'd be the guy for that.
Are you trying
Huh?
to make us feel bad for you?
Yes.
Oh, a homunculus.
Homunculus, yes. You've got, from my research, you need 4 different, things, and you put them together, and you make a friend. Humors, right.
Yeah, or elements.
Yes.
It depends. Well,
Don't make a homunculus to make us sad.
the thing with a true homunculus is you've got to kind of make it yourself.
All right.
If it's going to truly be your homunculus. But
I've got like a bag of junk. Here, let me see what I can pull out, a piece of wire, a couple of notes, an eye of a bat.
Oh, that looks squishy. How long has that been in there?
It's just been in there a long time.
Yeah, see the smell.
And I create something like this.
Let me see it.
Clippy. Okay.
That's how I passed 6th grade.
Clippy, the Microsoft clip art creature. Except you only have one bad eye, right?
Yeah.
You can dig around, maybe.
Maybe I'll find a snail eye.
A horrible misshapen,
That is a horrible creature.
mismatched Clippy.
But it's not really a homunculus. You see, you got to make a homunculus out of some of yourself.
All right.
But if you wanted to sort of bring something like that to life, you could have sort of something a little different, maybe. And he pulls out this jar, and he flips it over, and this stuff that looks like... Do you remember Gak?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever have Gak?
Mom wouldn't let me have Gak because it was too messy.
Good for her.
If you've ever seen Gak get hair in it... this sort of gray version of Gak with 30% hair of different lengths and colors and styles glops down onto the table, and he says, "Huh? Huh?
Oh.
Huh?
All right.
See what I'm putting down?
No. What is this?
This is the stuff of nightmares. This is what you're looking for, really, if you want your own kind of homunculus without, putting in the time. You see, it takes a really powerful wizard to create a true homunculus.
Well, see, here's the
but
thing.
if you want an approximation, this stuff.
Well, I am the king of magic, but that stuff looks easier. So, all right. How do I do it? What do I do?
Well, first, you gotta buy the stuff. Then you treat your object that you wish to imbue with this kind of power with this stuff, and then you feed it. And the more you feed it, the better your connection with it will grow over time.
What do I feed it? This stuff?
No. You use this stuff to first bring it to life, but then you have to feed it with some of your own humors. Your blood is the most popular.
I could do that. All right, let's do it.
Okay.
But how do I know this stuff works?
Would Kevin sell you some
Yes.
stuff with hair in it that didn't do what it was supposed to do? Mike's gone. Would he sell you something?
Yes, he would, probably.
Roll an insight check.
8 plus 6. No. Insight. 10.
All right. You get the idea that he's pulling your leg a little bit
All right.
with this.
I'm going to use my corn smart button.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
And in addition, I may use my bonus action to touch the pin, causing it to grant me special knowledge from Crinkle Fire Touch himself.
Okay.
This special knowledge grants me an advantage on my next intelligence check.
The
All
funny
right.
thing
That would
is
mean
that-
you could re-roll that
Okay.
and take the higher number.
The funny thing is that most GAC is made with cornstarch, so the corn smart perk could actually be applicable
It
here.
might be applicable.
And do I get...
You get +1.
I already
then.
get +1 on corn,
Okay.
so
And you're at advantage, so you
Yeah.
get to roll again.
15 plus 2 plus 1.
Okay, so now you're in 18 kind of range. Yeah, he's BSing you, and you hear the voice of Crinkle Fire Touch, which ironically sounds a lot like
Just
Kevin,
like it.
because it's basically the same voice. And he says, "That's not what you're looking for, but it does look like that."
All right, Kevin, listen. I'm the king of magic. I'm no dummy.
Oh, I didn't know. Look,
Do
you
you
don't
want me
you
to
don't
have-
want this one. This one's for this will work, but this is for people who want just kind of a,
Kevin,
listen, this is the one you want, he says, and he pulls out a jar and he dumps out an almost identical looking gray, gacky, furry liquid. He says,
I hate furry liquid. I hate that idea.
I hate gas.
this is the
Kevin, listen, buddy. I want to do business with you, but I just can't trust you. Can I ask Crinkle Fire Touch again? Or
yeah, he's online.
still
It's like
online?
phone a friend.
All right, Crinkle. What you think about this, buddy?
It's like
That's what you're looking for.
That's what I'm looking for.
it's like the
That's
old-
it. You see how the hair in there is more like 38%?
Yeah.
That's what you need.
All right.
It's the hair ratio that makes it work.
All right, thanks, Crinkle. Love
Yep.
you, buddy.
All right, good luck.
All right, thank you.
Yep, bye.
Bye.
If you win, call me.
All right, I will.
It's like
I
old
really
school
wanted
AOL Instant Messenger. Crinkle Fire Touch is signed off.
I wanted
Your corn on your corn smart button wilts. It looks like a wilted piece of corn right now.
Okay,
Okay.
I wanted Crinkle Fire
And-
Touch to say
all right.
I love you too.
I
before
do
he hung
too.
up.
but it's okay. Nobody loves the grease wizard.
Not this week.
All right. So, how much is this, Kevin? And since you lied to me, I'm sure you're going to give me a little discount.
Congratulations,
All right.
he's now charging you 200%.
Are you paying in gold or turtle bucks?
Turtle bucks, obviously.
Turtle bucks. That's gonna be about 6,500 turtle bucks.
Kevin.
6,500 turtle bucks, or about 600 gold.
All right, Kevin. You can do a little bit better than that.
Roll a persuasion check.
Threaten him that if he doesn't give you a good customer experience, you'll just yelp to everyone.
That's a 15, and since it's corn plus 1, 16.
Additionally, I forgot that his name was not originally Tinkle Fire Crotch.
I mean,
Can I also
not turtle bucks. I gotta tell you,
can I also roll an
I don't live here,
check?
so I'd have to
You have
use.
gold to give him? You
No,
might
I
be
have
better
no
deal on
gold.
You have to understand. I have to spend the turtle bucks before I leave, and what am I gonna buy? Like a bunch of bone necklaces and try. That doesn't sell where I come from, you know.
Well, you can buy something. There's this big thing here. They gave me turtle bucks.
We have so many arts and crafts.
So many arts and crafts. All right. How about if I give you? Listen, Can I try intimidating him?
You could.
All right,
It could shut him down, but it could work.
All right. Well, I'm gonna touch my crown of magic.
Okay.
A spell of. I can touch my crown as a bonus action to cause it to appear to be made of gold and glow spectacularly for a minute. I may add my spellcasting modifier to all charisma checks
Okay.
and try and.
Okay. So you're gonna tell him
convince
you're the
him
king of magic.
I'm the king of magic, and I demand that if he still wants to remain in business, that he give me a better deal on this gack.
Okay. So roll an intimidation check and add your spellcasting modifier.
16 plus. Spellcasting modifier is the spell attack bonus.
Yes.
Plus 7.
16 plus 7?
Yeah. Plus
Plus corn?
corn.
24.
24.
I think that's 24. King, look, I thought you were just joshing me with that King of Magic stuff. But,
Obviously not.
look, I gotta turn a profit, though. Look, my wholesale on this, because of the hair, you know, the amount of hair that goes into one of these
So
is
glad I'm not
gotta
there.
be 4,000 turtle bucks wholesale. That's my price. But I could go talk to my manager.
Kevin.
All right, fine. Look, I could give it to you for 4,200. I gotta eat.
All right, Kevin. I'm going to give you 4,000 for it. And how about I'll give you this potion of water breathing too.
That could come in handy.
All right,
I could
yeah.
sell that where I'm from.
All right.
All right.
And I've also got this very heavy helmet that it's very beautiful. And
All right. I don't want the helmet.
you
but-
want the helmet.
But 4,000 in the potion, and we're golden.
All right, fine. I'll do it.
All right. You've got this stuff. The stuff of nightmares.
All right.
Harry Gack.
Harry Gag.
Harry Gack.
Hi, I'm Harry Gack.
That's going to be his name, is Harry Gack.
The name of the homunculus now.
Clippy Harry Gack. He's got multiple names too.
Clippy.
All right.
Be a paper clip covered in Harry Gag.
All right, so I rub this stuff all over the paper. I assemble it all. I put the eyes on.
I'm glad none of us are here to witness
I,
this.
Yes.
I put some of the Harry Gack for eyebrows. I make sure there's more there.
Mhm.
I stick them on the paper with the Harry Gack because it's sticky. He's sticking onto it,
Yeah.
and I just put all of it all around him.
Okay, roll a Arcana check.
That's a nat 20 plus 6.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So,
these
um,
rolls.
Plus 1, I guess, because it's corn.
What?
So this little creature, Clippy, when you first put the stuff on him and the eyes, he looks just like sort of Clippy, the helpful Microsoft Word guy. But as you sort of start speaking to him, little arms and little legs pop out of him and form
Oh, no.
from this gack.
You don't
And the
know
Clippy thing
dark
is kind
deeds
of
you've
like his
done.
head, but he's still pretty small.
Yeah.
And
He now, in my head, looks kind of like No Face from Spirited Away.
I was thinking
Oh.
I was thinking I made him about the
see
size
how we
of
work this.
gnome head. Like the whole thing would be about scale. Like if I'm this big, but
With
since
the
gnome
gack-
is smaller, so maybe like that big.
With the gack, that's about how big he is.
Yeah. I was like,
He's
So
just
I
gonna
guess
show up back
5
in our room with this
inches
thing,
tall.
and we're all gonna be like, "Where did that come
So-
from?"
Mike, get
I'm
your
gonna end
hammer
up
ready.
hitting this with the hammer, aren't I?
Basically,
Yes,
right
abomination.
now, he's an equivalent of a tiny servant, but he's sort of going to function a little bit differently. Tiny servant is a spell in Xanathar's guide, and you can touch it and activate it, but he's not going to have quite the same stats as Tiny Servant. For now, as a bonus action, you can mentally command the creature to take simple actions, such as fetch a key, stand watch, stack some books.
Be horrible.
The servant does nothing other than defend itself against hostile creatures if it has no commands. And he'll be up for a little while right now.
Okay.
But it looks like you kind of try him out a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and you put him together, and he sort of goes and picks up a copper coin on the ground and brings it back to you.
Good job, Clippy.
And then he just turns like back into a glob of Gak with the paper clip laying on top of it.
All right, good job, Clippy. And then how do I store him?
That's on you.
It's a loose, sticky hairball with a paper clip in it.
Do you have an empty bottle in your inventory?
No.
I got a few. No.
You're not here.
All right.
Roll a Constitution check, Durn.
He's not there.
I'm a dwarf. 17. I'm a dwarf.
Nice.
You've drunk a few Turtleborn under the table at this point.
Ah, you're all good lads. Who knows this one? Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Yo, blow the man down, absorbent and yellow, and porous is he. Give me some time to... I'll stop now.
That was going well.
We were all ready to just listen.
And Durn has taken one level of Bard.
Write that down. That's something. All right, I'm going to take 2 of my... Because I have infinite bells. That's what I
Okay.
decided. I'm going to take 2 bells and just scoop it up. And then use some, like, tape.
Okay.
You're in the marketplace. I'm
That
sure
medieval
someone-
tape.
I'm sure someone has a bottle if
That you
just
can-
ask.
Seriously. You're inventing
Or like
medieval
a
fantasy
mason
tape
jar.
instead of asking for a bottle.
Because you now have a copper that you can pay for this bottle.
Can I do that?
Yeah, there's definitely bottles
How did your mind go to
Or
inventing
jars.
tape?
I'm an inventor wizard. I'm playing the character. 1
Bottles.
point of inspiration?
How about a jar?
I see
All right,
this as
I'll take a
mason
jar.
jar product. Does anyone else really?
Yeah, definitely. It's got to be a wide top if you're going to get this out of there
Oh, yeah.
at any
But
point.
Why
also,
top?
it just feels like something that would go in a mason jar.
Yeah.
Can we agree?
All right, so I'm going to put it in like a... Is it like a mason jar?
When I
Wide
think of
top
all of
mason
my
jar?
horrible
Yeah.
monstrosities,
All right, so
I
I'm
think
gonna poke,
mason
like
jar.
I'm gonna fasten like a little rope around it,
Okay.
and then tie it around my neck.
Okay. I should also mention, as long as you are linked
Like,
to
what about
Clippy,
Bob?
you are at -1 on all charisma checks while you're linked to Clippy.
That's fair. That's
Okay.
fair.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. So Sam has Clippy now.
So like when he's on my
Or
while he's-
Harry Gack,
while
depending.
he's like on me,
Mhm.
I'm at -1, or while he's active.
Well, he's basically attuned to you. This is like a link you're creating
Mhm.
over time, and it's going to grow stronger maybe if you
Stronger, deeper,
continue to take care of your little
better,
Tamagotchi
truer.
that you've got.
Uh-huh.
Or Furby, I guess, that you have. So you're attuned to it. Unless you sever that connection, like, he's going to be a weight against your charisma.
Okay, that's okay. I had 0 charisma anyway.
Okay. So Durn's drinking. We left Keira and Ahrin last at the Temple of the Tail. Is there anything you wanted to check out?
I thought I was in the brothel.
Took you long enough. I was
That was
already
a good one.
cringing
Oh, boy.
the first time he said that.
Oh man.
Okay, so we are not allowed to go.
I missed out on that.
So we're not allowed to go to the Shell King's quarters.
I feel like I want to make it clear this isn't the only thing Ahrin would do with her vacation time, but this is the first thing.
Looking at where we're not supposed to go.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you doing?
We want to go to the Shell King's quarters? Or the Colosseum? I feel like there might be less security at the Colosseum.
Yeah, we're gonna go see what we can see by the Colosseum.
Okay. You can see that this is a huge dome kind of structure. It's covered on the top by kind of an opaque crystal. It's almost looks like a giant pearl sticking out of the ground. It's got a couple of big hatches built in. You see a couple of them are open, and people are carrying stuff in to the arena. You see some carrying like some big gears, and what looks like the largest thing is being pulled by a few Turtleborn on this wagon. and it's basically looks like a giant steam engine.
Can
Oh, that's cool.
Can
What's
I roll,
that?
I guess, investigation check
Sure.
on this to see if there's anything else I notice?
I rolled a
6.
14.
Okay. So with the 6, it's really just the big stuff that you see. The largest things are gears, a steam engine, what sort of looks like a boat, but not like a whole boat, just something that sort of approximates a boat. With a 14, you see that in one of the smaller wagons, there's like some kind of a tank. It looks like it's glass, and it's got some.
Okay.
Not
It's
like
got water.
I was like, well, they're prepping for something.
And it seems like a eel kind of creature is swimming around.
Do
in
you
it.
see that eel thing?
Can we get closer to the eel thing?
Yeah, you could.
Okay. Oh, wow, that's cool. What is that?
I'm sorry, we can't talk to you about the events.
Can I see
They
if I
are a
know
secret.
anything about it?
You can roll nature checks.
16.
16.
Nice.
You think they might be some sort of electric eels in the tank.
Okay. But we were just hired to help out with moving stuff into the Coliseum. Wink.
Yeah.
I wink at Keira, not at the person.
Okay.
I'm rolling an 18 for, I guess, deception.
Well, Ahrin was really doing it, so if you're
I'm going
assisting
along with
her,
it, yeah.
you can roll at advantage.
Nat 20!
Okay.
Woohoo!
We're rolling
Oh,
good.
you're the orc that we hired.
Yep.
To, okay.
I'm helping her, too.
This is my assistant.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh, okay. Well, you were here to set up the shell-shocked game, right?
Shell.
Yep, that's us. Just point us in the right direction.
Oh, okay. You look stalwart. You can pull this card on in. Go in and look for the, the pool with the 4 ramps. You know what the game's supposed to look like.
They were being really secretive because they didn't want to, like in the
Yeah.
interview, they
Yeah.
didn't want to tell me about it if I didn't get the job. Is there
Right.
anything, like what should I look for more specifically?
Well, I think the head engineer is there, and he could probably tell you what you're supposed to be doing to set it up.
Got it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, here's the cart.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get a jellyfish sandwich. The bread is so much better now that we're not in the ocean. And off he goes.
Okay,
So we are now.
we're gonna wheel the thing in to the
Okay.
Coliseum.
You go inside the Coliseum, and it has a big open area in the middle surrounded by grandstands that go up probably 120 rows up into the top of like this pearl. There are a few.
This is a stupid question. I
yeah.
can't visualize that. Like, like the Liberty Stadium, how many rows would that be?
It's really big.
It's bigger than the Liberty Stadium. That probably has, 45 rows?
No, they've expanded it.
Well, when we were in high school.
No, that's still probably about it. They've expanded up, not back.
It's basically
Still really
something
big. Yeah.
I don't know how many rows are in like Cowboys Stadium is
Like
one of
more
the
like
biggest
Super
stadiums,
Bowl
but this is
type.
this is like a serious college or professional football bowl stadium.
Okay.
It's big.
Edit this out so people don't know I'm a nerd who doesn't know about sports.
No, that's good. So people can maybe get a picture of the
Yes,
size a little bit.
we're describing
But
to
Eva
our
is
audience
a
here
nerd.
using the standard unit of measurement, Liberty Stadium.
Hashtag we're not sponsored.
It's bigger than the stadium you don't know about. But there are also some stages set up around, which look like almost press box type areas with big conch shells on the sides of them. There are a few.
I thought it was conch.
It's conch.
Could be conch. I've heard conch before.
It's Jiff.
GIF.
We cannot have this debate.
Then, kind of the first thing, the closest of the events that you see is sort of this pool in the floor, and it's got these 4 platforms leading off of it, and there are some people assembling what look like metal turtles along the ramps in various sizes. And there's a turtle-born guy standing there with these goggles on, and he's got like a big clipboard type thing, but more it looks almost like a palette. But he's got a lot of different drawings on it that he's looking at, and he's bossing some people around. You there, he says, bring those eels to the pool and put them in.
We don't have the eels. Do we have the eels?
Yes, we have the
Yeah,
eel
they're
cart.
in the cart.
Yeah, you got it. You got it, boss. Yep.
All right, so you've got this cart with a tank on it about the size of this table, maybe from the table to almost the ceiling, and it's just full of these electric eels.
I'm imagining Keira isn't helping that much with the pushing of said
I'm
cart.
attempting to, but I'm not doing as well.
Right. It's pretty heavy with all the water in it, and there's no like easily apparent way that it looks like you could tip this thing into the pool. This is just a big rectangular tank full of eels.
Hey, do you
Get
have
the
any
hammer.
ideas how do we bust it open, or should I just use my axe?
Are you asking the guy?
Yes, I'm asking the guy.
He points
Sorry.
over to the orc and he says, "Ask the eel expert. I have other things to attend to. Get those eels in the pool."
By the orc, do you mean me?
Yeah, the half orc.
Well, technically, I'm a half orc. Yup.
Okay, I just rolled a 19 plus 2, so I know how to get the eels in. How do I know how to... What do I do?
You know, if you touch the eels, there's a good likelihood you will be.
Let me try again.
Injured.
Can I look around and see if there are any eel moving tools
Okay.
or something of that nature?
On the cart, there's like a big set of tongs that looks like the closest thing to something that might be able to snatch them.
Just one?
Yeah, there's some small nets around the pool area itself, and it looks like there are actually a couple of fish inside the pool, too, just already swimming around. It looks like they maybe had the nets there to kind of catch those and release them.
How big is the pool? Like, is it
The-
above the ground?
No, this is built down into the ground, and it's approximately 40 feet in diameter and about 10 feet deep.
Okay. So,
Imagine this
It's
room.
a circle.
yes, I got that.
Yeah.
Okay, are these nets, do they seem big enough to scoop up the eels as well?
The eels vary in sizes. There's some that are pretty small, but some of them that are sort of down in the bottom of the tank look like they could be upwards of 30 pounds. You get the idea they'd probably bust the nets. The smaller ones floating around on the top you think wouldn't be a problem.
Would
in
it
the
be
nets.
possible to just kind of push the cart all the way into the pool?
So the pool is below
we didn't need that anymore.
the pool's below
It served its
the
purpose.
ground, so you could theoretically
so I could just
like
keep going, right?
yeah.
And if anyone questions me, I can just say, "Well, I'm the eel
You're
expert."
the eel expert. Right. Okay.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right. So you just
I'll try to go slowly so it doesn't create
Are you
a
just
huge splash.
pulling
but-
it, so like the cart's kind of like a rickshaw. It's got this
Maybe you
coming
should
over
turn
the top
around and
that you can,
back
like,
up
walk.
to it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I'm gonna be behind it, pushing it.
like a wheelbarrow kind of
Yeah.
trying to do that kind of thing and push it in. Okay. So
I
roll.
mean, if I can tilt it enough that the water will come out, that's fine. But I think it's probably too big for that. I'm probably just gonna put the whole thing in the pool since 10 feet is deep enough to just
All right.
And the glass will shatter.
cover all
and-
my sins.
Okay. So Kira, are you helping her with this?
As much as I possibly can.
All right, Aaron. So you can
Kira, I
roll.
got a great idea.
Since
Kira just ends
Kira's
up hanging by the handles.
Kira's
ground.
helping you, so Aaron, you can roll at advantage in athletics check.
Okay,
I rolled a 15.
nat 20.
All right. Well,
She is the
Super-
eel expert.
you just take this cart and you push it toward the water, and the tank looks like it's
Oh,
gonna.
also that's a +6.
Okay.
Just so you know.
So you start pushing this thing toward the water, and Kira's helping you at first, but then you just kind of lift the part over your head, and Kira is sort of hanging there with her legs.
I rolled a 15.
Well,
So
were
she's
just
smart
on the
enough to know
on
to
the
let go.
assist. Yeah. And you
17.
push this thing down into the water. It looks like the tank's gonna like tip over at first and smash like before you're all the way in the water, which would be bad. But you use your strength to kind of ride it, and you push it down, and it gets so the cart's down in the water, and the tank just settles down to the bottom, and the eels kind of start coming out of it.
And in the back of your mind, you know, if this whole barbarian thing doesn't work out,
So the
You
cart
can always get a job at an aquarium.
The cart
right.
feels like it's going to get stuck in the water, but Kira,
Oh, I was just
hanging
gonna
on,
leave it.
kind of just brings it back down with her weight to back down to the ground.
Yeah, that's
You're
definitely better
welcome.
than what I
I
was going to do.
contributed.
So now there are eels in this pool swimming around along with the fish, and some of the
Can I
fish are going
observe
and
the
checking
eels
them
for a
out.
while to see if the other fish like avoid them or
Yeah, go
like
ahead.
whatever?
You could roll, I guess, perception, or would be good perception.
Are you, okay, 6.
Okay.
No,
These are
wait, yeah,
eels.
6.
I
They
rolled
just
an 8.
look like they're all swimming around.
My eel luck has
Hanging
run
out.
out.
It's kind of a nice aquarium, I guess. There are a variety of different kinds of fishes and eels. There's some people throwing some food in, and the fish seem to be enjoying it.
This is
That's
really
about
cool.
it.
How is this supposed to work? I'm asking one of the people there.
Just somebody who's there feeding the fish.
Yeah.
It's like, you put the flakes in, and the fish come around, and they eat it. They
I
like
meant the game.
Like for the
Oh.
contestants.
yeah, this is really cool. How's this one gonna work?
I'm one of the guys who's setting up the turtles for this game, he says, and he kind of sticks his chest out a little bit. Yeah, one of the big turtles for this game.
How big?
That one over there, and he points, and the turtle's about the size of two hippopotamuses, I guess,
Did you
together.
say 2?
Yeah.
I want a hippopotamus.
Yeah, one of the big ones. You see, the tough part is getting the actuators in there to make the head move back and forth, so it's more realistic.
Oh, so what are the contestants going to have to do for this one?
Oh, they got to get the fish out of the pool, and they got to run them over back to the turtles and feed the turtles.
And probably not get shocked by the eels, right?
Yeah, the eels would. If you can feed the eels to the turtles, though, you get extra points, I think, was the idea. But you got to watch. I don't think I'm working really hard on this big turtle, but I don't know if anybody's really going to feed it, because there was talk of like some fire or something to make it harder to get to the big turtle. And I would have rather had the bigger turtle close to the pool so he could have got more food, because the big turtle should eat more than the little turtles, even if he's not real.
Do you need us to help you move it closer,
Do
maybe?
they look real? Like
Yeah, so they look kind of like
would we
They're
have
made
known
out
that they
of-
weren't real turtles if you
no.
hadn't
Yes,
told
you
us?
definitely would have known. I mean, they kind of look like they're cardboard approximation of turtles. They look like they might be on like a decent stage play if they needed a giant turtle, but they are definitely
not
real.
Are we members of the Turtle Club now? Turtle.
I don't think you're turtly enough for the Turtle Club.
So do
Thanks
you know
for
where
getting
they-
that reference.
Do you know where they wanted the tank to go after the eels went in?
Oh no, you'd have to. I'm just working on the turtles, trying to get them moving. You'd have to talk, obviously, to the head engineer about that. But I'm sure he just wants you to take the tank back, because that could be dangerous with people swimming around.
I don't think anyone wants to swim around with electric eels.
Well, that's what the competitors are going to do. I mean, it's kind of fun to watch them, though.
Okay, so okay, wait. So do we have the tank out of the water?
No, the tank is way down in the bottom of the pool.
Okay. That was my question. I was unclear. Okay, thanks.
All right. I'll see you later.
So now we're in the Coliseum. I
I guess, wander around and like look like I know what I'm doing,
Okay.
and kind of see what other events I can see.
All right.
Same.
Both of you roll new deception checks.
I think we might be about to get kicked out.
That's a 4 minus 2.
I rolled a 5.
You loudly proclaim, "Boy, we sure are good at lying."
Well, time to go.
So you get closer to one of the other, looks like a separate event, and where that approximation of a boat was being wheeled into, there's a dwarf standing there who's sort of bossing some people around, and he says, "Aye, you! Get that boat into position!" And he looks over at Keira and Ahrin and sees the two of you and notices that there's squiddles behind you, since you're still the largest part of the party, floating
Crap.
in the little globule. And he goes, "Aye, you! You're not supposed to be in here. This isn't part of the tour. Get your fannies out!"
We were just we were helping move the, they
No,
needed
you
help.
weren't. Get out.
They needed help, so we were helped.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
fine.
well, you
Bye.
helped real good. Now it's time to leave.
You sound a lot like my friend.
Oh, who's your friend?
Your mom. Okay, bye.
Hi, guys. Thanks for listening to Date Night with me, Mike. If you like the show, we can really use your help. See, we need someone to spread the word. So share the show with a friend or a family member. You can also help us by following on social media platforms like Twitter at Date Night Podcast. That's D8 Night Podcast. And sharing our posts from there. If you want to follow our giveaways and announcements, that's really the best place to find us. All right. Now back to the action.
I'm gonna run out of the.
I'm close on her heels.
And Squiddles is floating behind you with like anime's wind blowing out behind him as he's moving. Okay, but you got a peek inside the Colosseum at least.
That's pretty good.
All right, what's next on the agenda?
We need to make the wizard swim in that.
What?
We should check in with. Wait, we already checked in with Durn.
That's probably, I mean, as much as you guys have done, that's probably like the whole first day.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
back
say
at the hotel
this is the
playing with
first day,
Clippy.
right?
I've cut my fingertip a little bit, and I'm dripping a little bit of blood on him.
Is this
Okay.
what
And
we
he's
walk
going-
in on?
He's going, eating it up.
We're entirely disturbed.
You walk
now.
in on
This.
the grease wizard doing that, and Calman just sitting in the corner, like rocking back and forth. Make him stop doing the thing with the blood. Make him stop.
Dude,
Please.
stop.
What is?
So much blood.
What is this? Where did you get this?
What
Why
is
are you
this
giving it blood?
This is my friend.
What is this thing?
His name is Clippy.
Looks like
Um,
Harry Gack.
That's one of his other names. Today he goes by Clippy.
Oh, it's got a lot of names too.
Has anyone seen Durn?
Since you
It's okay,
guys,
Calvin.
since you guys don't want to be my friend, I went and made one.
You're so strange.
It's so disturbing. I'll be your friend if you promise to never make me look at you do that again.
I'll do it, and you'll be my friend.
No, if you don't do it, if you don't make me look at the hairy gack or watch you feed it your blood again, I'll be your friend. Just like stop.
I mean, no,
it's
my
so
body
gross.
now. I'm not gonna turn my back on any of my friends, including you guys.
So is Durn back yet?
Well, he probably would have been late, but that's up to him. How late are you drinking?
I'm waiting until this conversation ends and then Durn's going to...
But
you can do
I
another
won't-
Constitution.
Can
check
you
and
put
see.
the thing away, please?
All right. Well, Clippy, come on, buddy. Come on, come back inside. And I hold out the mason jar.
Right now, he's just a pile of Harry Gack at the moment.
Gross.
Every
so he-
time you
wait,
say
was
that,
he
I get a
was
little
he
chill
real
at the back of my neck.
Thing when I was feeding him.
When you first sort of applied the stuff to the clip, he came to life briefly, and then you've kind of fed him, but he hasn't sort of responded so much
Oh,
yet.
Okay. And all right.
Put it away.
Well, I've been pouring blood in there.
Right.
I hate it so much.
So, all right, well, I'll put it away and I'll put it around my neck.
Okay.
About that time, Durn comes crashing through the front door, just completely shit-faced, and goes, "What did you do? But how's you dagging?" And falls over, blackout drunk.
Nice.
At
So,
least he made it back.
Did you
Can I
have
draw
a
a
good
mustache
night?
on him?
No.
He's blackout drunk. He's
No.
not gonna.
He's incapacitated.
No.
That's a
It's,
7.
it's up to them if they're going to do anything about it.
Leave him alone.
No, leave the dwarf alone.
I'll do it later.
Gosh.
What did you guys do today?
Oh, we checked out one of the games, but we should probably wait till Durn's awake to tell you about it.
Okay. Good night.
And there was morning and there was evening.
Wait, Kalman, how's the egg?
Oh, you want to check on it?
Yeah.
Okay, can you two turn around?
This is so weird.
That's a 13.
Please turn around.
Okay, I turn around.
14?
Could you just turn I'm a little shy.
Okay, fine.
And when he opens it, at first, it looks like it's empty, and then in just an instant after, you see the egg. Here it is.
There's like a little pocket dimension in there. Does it look okay?
The egg looks okay, but it wasn't there at first. What is going on?
Well, I kind of had it stored in a safe place.
In the cloud.
Where?
What did you do? Where was it? This is really strange. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to
It's
understand.
just how my pockets work.
You
Where
have-
does it go?
I don't really know.
Can I crawl in there?
No.
You'd fit.
All right.
Don't.
I go in
no.
there?
No.
Calvin, you let me out. You give me a minute, all right? Count to 60, and then let me back
I
out.
haven't had a gnome inside me before.
All right. Well, let's
I don't.
find this out.
I don't.
I crawl on in.
He's
No,
not,
'cause
he's
you're
not
not-
open right now.
Oh.
You were turned
You'd
around.
fit, but I mean, I know the other
This
two a little
is
better than I
upsetting.
know you. You could roll if you're trying to persuade him to allow you to go inside him.
No.
It's a
There
12.
must be a better way to word this.
Plus
I just finished a lecture about four-dimensional space. This is like my favorite thing ever right now.
So that's 12, but I
No.
should be proficient in going inside people.
No. What? No. No.
Why?
No.
Worm?
No.
Yes,
You
not
have a
and then
little bit of
badly.
experience.
A little bit of experience.
Forcibly going inside other creatures.
No.
But as persuading other creatures with 13, you said.
12.
No.
Maybe
Don't. Kalman, don't let him.
maybe another time.
Well, Calvin, I just
I'm
want to
kind of
see-
tired, and my dome hurts.
Why does
Alright,
your dome
well,
hurt?
I'm just trying to figure out what's on the other side. He might be bringing it to Modron. You ever think about that? And then what if this egg hatches in Modron, and then that
It's
destroys
called
all the-
Mechanus.
Mechanus, whatever, Modron. All right. I'm sorry, Calvin.
Arin fell asleep.
Whack a gnome.
Arin fell asleep. Arin fell
Trying to help
asleep.
out.
Hey, Kalman, why does
I'm
your
just gonna
dome
keep saying
hurt?
it.
I had a
Well.
I had a fall.
What happened?
I fell.
Where? Why?
On my dome. I'm stealing that. On my dome.
Why? What were you doing?
I slipped when it's kind of embarrassing, but I came back here because I missed having a torch, so I wanted to get one, and I fell down the stairs.
So what were you doing while we were out getting a tour and exploring Albagula's back?
We forgot he existed again.
Go back to
Um,
sleep.
I found that you could get another Squiddles. I rented one for the day. He told me all about the city.
Oh, any cool information you think we ought to know?
My favorite part was I went to the shrimp and snail raising district. But they race them too. It's confusing. But they grow shrimp to eat and snails to race. And the snails eat all kinds of gunk that grows on the shell.
Uh-huh.
I got one. He's my new friend.
Oh,
Wait, how many pets are we collecting on this trip?
He's a snail.
how big is he?
He's about the size of one of these D6s. He's a teeny little snail.
Oh, cute.
I guess you can keep him.
Oh boy!
You have to make sure you feed him and water him.
Feed
and
him
take
the
on
homunculus
walks
junk.
And give him lots of blood.
And give him lots of blood.
Can we name
I
him
don't-
Gary?
Feed him the homunculus gunk.
No, I mean, he does eat gunk, but I don't think he would eat that.
Good.
Do we have to talk about that?
Can we name him Gary, or did you come up with the name?
You could call him Gary.
Okay,
I was just calling him Snail, because he's a snail.
but Gary sounds cool too.
Okay. Gary. Great. Name my pet for me.
You know,
Hooray!
you said you could.
Yeah, it's great. It's much better than Snail.
Aaron fell asleep.
We know.
Well, no one responded, so I just thought I'd make it clear.
Should I keep the egg for the night, or do you want it back?
I'll take it.
Okay. All right, turn around.
Oh my god.
And we'll take the egg out. And
Does it look the same?
it does.
Okay. The crack is still good. I think we're good.
I still think we need to figure out where this pocket dimension is.
We can worry about that later. Maybe focus on like building Calman's trust and not scarring him.
I'm not trying to
emotionally
scar
and
Calman. I like Calman. I think we're pretty
And
much best
mentally.
friends, right, Cal?
I think we're good pals.
See? I like Calman.
Best friends and good pals are very different things.
I mean, a lot of times, it seems like whenever I show up, you're just leaving, and it's kind of weird. Like, it's tough. I don't know if we could get it's like, we can't get the connection.
I'll get that. I'll get it. How about this? How about I know you like things.
Are you trying to pay me to get inside me?
No, I'm trying to be a friend. How do
Because friends don't do that. I don't know a lot about friends.
Well, here's a gift. Something I think you would like, and I hand him a bell.
Oh, boy.
It makes a sound. Just shake it.
He's a rogue.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. I like it. Thank you.
You're welcome, Calman. Thank you for being my friend.
And now I have a -1 to all my stealth checks.
I'm going to put my ear to the egg and see if I can hear anything.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know what I'm rolling in.
Perception, hearing.
Okay, it was a 12 before I moved the sheet and then it switched to a 10. Okay, perception, hearing. That's actually a +3, so 15.
It sounds like you do hear something kind of shifting around inside it.
Oh, it's moving.
Aww. Can it be the next day now?
I'm going to snuggle up to the egg.
All right, everybody
Good for
goes to
you.
sleep. In the middle of the night, Grease Wizard, you hear a tink, tink, tink on the jar.
I look at it.
All right, it's grown like its arms and legs, and it's kind of smushed up against the side of the jar with the clip face and the eyes bulging on the end of the jar.
I open it up. Oh, it's okay, buddy. It's okay.
Okay, it comes, kind of squelches out of the jar.
How did you make that noise?
I don't know. I never made it before.
Never make it again.
I'm so glad we got that on audio.
No.
And it plops onto the table at first, and it kind of stands up
right,
as tall as it can and
hello.
stretches, and you think it yawns.
All right. Hello, Clippy.
Kill me.
It just kind of...
Are you hungry? All right, here you go.
No.
I look around to make sure everyone's asleep.
Calman's not.
Hey, Calman, turn around.
Okay. I'll just play with my snail.
Okay. All right, and then I'll.
If you know what I mean.
I mean Gary. I mean Gary.
All right, Calman.
You're so slippery.
You do. I'd like to use
Oh, no.
my brush of happy accidents and just remove. I'm just teasing. Yeah. So
Look, Gary,
I'll-
it's a bell.
All right, I will slice my hand open
Okay.
and put make a little pile of blood on in a little cup.
Define
Okay.
pile of blood.
A little
That's my favorite metal
I don't
band.
think you know how blood works.
They were at Warped Tour, I think. Now, pile of blood.
a little like kitten bowl of
Okay.
blood.
So it kind of mules over at the bowl of blood.
That's the worst
Roll a
word you
D4.
could have used.
It's a 2
Okay, you're
plus 1 to
you're at
corn.
-2 temporary hit points right now as you feel this kind of drain of your life force a little bit, and the thing kind of gurgles as it takes your blood, and then just kind of sits down contentedly.
That's okay, buddy. You can take my hit points. I only have 28, but you can take 2 of them. It's all right. Oh.
Oh God, it talks.
This
And
is weird.
after about 2 or 3 minutes sitting there, it just kind of dissolves back to its pile of gack.
All right, buddy. Let me put you back in your hole, in your jaw.
All right?
I
he doesn't
pick him up
fit.
and I put him in. He still fits, right? When
Mhm.
he's gack form.
Yes.
All right, I'll put the jar on and fasten it and go back to sleep.
Okay. And it is morning.
Do I gain my 2 hit points back?
No.
Oh.
You feel kind of a weight on your neck, like where you're wearing this thing. And it's got you at sort of that -2 right now.
Okay.
Okay? All right?
All right. Morning.
Charles.
Can I make Durn a nice
Good morning, Durn. Good morning, Durn. Did you have a good night?
I'll make Durn a nice breakfast.
Are
of
we all
sausage.
talking to Durn?
I'll make sausage and eggs for Durn.
Did you run into someone named Saffron Pete?
Look, Durn, I have a snail.
Durn, we met someone who sounds like you.
Here
Yeah.
you go,
His
Durn.
name
Take
is
some-
Mary.
Take some breakfast. I made you sausages.
How do you still have some?
It's like a preserved food. They stay good.
But we've been traveling for like weeks at this point.
It's
I have
fine.
5 left.
Make that 4.
No, I had 6,
Oh,
and now
okay.
I have 5.
So I guess in the morning, me and Kira catch everyone up on the game that we saw them setting up for.
Okay.
And we're supposed to swim to get these eels. I think you should take care of that, Grease Wizard.
But
Alright.
I nailed it. Like, I did so good. They
Yeah.
totally believed me. They thought I was an eel expert. And for a second, I think I was an eel expert.
I think so too. And
Durn, how do you like your eggs?
Yeah, but
and
then they kicked us
sausage?
out.
Wait. Who are you people? No,
We don't have time
I'm
for this.
your best friend.
that cannot possibly be. Do we have any coffee?
yes,
Do
I think
we?
we've established that we have fantasy coffee in this world.
I'll,
think we have.
I'll take a mug.
So that's the game.
Yeah.
Is that good?
And then we got kicked out, so hopefully they won't recognize us when we go
coffee.
back.
I never had coffee.
Don't
Calman,
you
no.
dare give Calman coffee.
Really?
I pour a small
That's
cup
where
and
you
I
draw the
sneak it
line?
over to him.
Oh, boy.
Calman, do you do you know
Huh?
how many years ago you were manufactured?
5?
Okay, but you're not old enough to drink coffee.
But
he's a
it looks
construct.
so...
No, you won't like
Black.
it. You won't like it. It doesn't taste good.
No?
No.
But he likes it.
Okay, fine. Knock yourself out.
Oh, boy. Oh, you were right. That's terrible.
Try putting some maple syrup in it.
Or milk.
No, I'm going to pass.
Is that just an elf
An elf
reference?
reference.
Christmas in July.
Oh, syrup and coffee.
So is there anything we're supposed to do today? How many days do we have off before the games begin?
You've got today and tomorrow, and the games are the day after. So you haven't done your costumes or sponsors or teams.
Oh, yeah.
And most of you haven't spent your turtle bucks. So maybe Durn spent about 30 turtle bucks in ale.
Okay, I guess we
Beer.
should. I guess we should start off by coming up with a team name. That's probably the first thing we should do today.
How about Gary?
No.
Well,
How about Clippy?
No.
What's a Clippy?
Dan, I haven't shown you my new friend.
Oh, God.
Here you go. And I open it up and I just hold the mason jar upside down and the gack just...
Slowly.
Do you have your hammer handy?
Does this remind me of the cat?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of. It's not in the same shape, and it's not as much clay. This is a little softer, I think. And it doesn't have bones sticking out of it.
Is that a homunculus?
Almost. Not quite.
Lad,
He's my new body.
what are you doing?
Well, you'll see. He's... Clippy, can you come to life? Can you just, for a second, can you show him?
Oh gosh.
Roll an Arcana check.
Please do nothing.
Nope.
Please do nothing.
that
Just
a
a
one?
just
Yeah,
a
it was a
glob of gack, and as you're holding him up and kind of shaking him, it splits into two pieces and splats back down onto the table.
You'll see him one day, and I put him together. I drip a little blood on, and then put him back in.
Okay.
You are like half a step from being an actual dark mage here.
No, I'm not. I didn't do the magic. I went and bought the magic. So
What
it
does
doesn't
your
count.
little abomination eat?
Blood? But it's just because he really likes me.
Aye.
And he wants to get really close to me.
Lad,
I
we're
don't
going to
think-
have a
I don't
talk
think a
after
real
this.
friend would ask you to drink your blood.
All right, well, let's get the games. The games, yes. So names. How about the winners?
Oh, because then we could win.
Right. Kalman gets it.
I don't think that's a very good name.
How about, I don't know, D8 Night Group? Or,
What does that mean?
I don't know, it's
That's
some stupid...
Sounds stupid.
Yeah, it's a dumb thing.
But it would look really good on a shirt.
Yes, it would.
Did you just develop a character voice, or what was
I don't know.
that?
I will never be able to do that again.
Do it again. What was it?
I have no idea.
Hashtag we
Let's
have
check
shirts.
the records.
Only if we can go eat dinner after.
You think after a name.
All right, how about... I don't know... The Cultists.
No.
No.
I've got some of these old robes.
No.
How about the Wanderers? I don't know.
We need a name.
I wish we'd I wish we'd asked what the other teams were named, because if we had a comparison, then we could know like
Is Squid...
what was already taken.
Squiddy with us?
Yes, the Squiddle's still here.
Squiddles, are you
Yes.
hearing me? What are the other team names?
Well, the team of sailors has not arrived. They are due to arrive this morning, and
Is
they
that
have
their
not
name?
picked a name.
Oh,
They are just sailors, but they have not picked a name. The team from Slavers Bay are simply known as the Slavers, and the team of Dragonborn are known as Elemental Halitosis.
That's
that's a weird name.
awesome.
Also a good metal band name. Tonight we have Pile of Blood and Elemental Halitosis.
I have a loophole. I mean, an idea. We name our team the Corn Smarts, and then everything that we do, I'll get a +1 to.
Why are you? Okay.
I don't think that's how the arena works.
Oh, drat.
We could be the loopholes.
All right, I'm doing that. How about the Grease?
No, no.
Thunderhorns. The Thunderhorn.
The
Wah.
Thunderhorns. I like that.
And I can blow me Thunderhorn.
That's so good. Yes, Thunderhorns.
I like it.
Thunderhorns.
I really like it. The Hunderthorns.
Kalman,
Huh?
you got it wrong there, buddy.
Oh,
Thunder.
Thunder.
Horn.
Horns.
I couldn't even finish
That's
that
what I
sentence.
said.
I got
You
halfway
said-
through and
all
just
right.
died.
There are
said
tears
that.
in Mike's eyes.
Thunderhorns.
Find the Thunderhorn.
Good time.
And what's Mike gonna do?
I don't know. It'll be a surprise.
Okay.
I should have just eaten the rest of that chocolate bar.
Okay,
You're welcome
thank you.
to.
Was that a suggestion for our team name? I should have just eaten the rest of that chocolate bars.
We were the Thunderhorns.
All right, the Thunderhorns.
Wah. And then
All
whenever
right.
they say our name, like as a team, we'll all go wah.
All right, we are the Thunderhorns. I'm writing that down on my official form that they gave me.
Yep.
Okay, so I guess we need a costume? Well, I guess we should get a sponsor first.
All right.
Hashtag who wants to sponsor us, please? Find the link on our website, the8nightpodcast.com.
What is this gibberish you're saying?
What?
Website? All right, I met a guy named Kevin yesterday. I think he might want to sponsor me.
Kevin.
Can I go see if Kevin wants to sponsor us?
I don't want
I
Kevin
don't
to
want
sponsor us.
Kevin sponsor. I don't.
Isn't Kevin the guy that gave you that weird little...
Yes.
The pile of actual
But
gack before you
Kevin
Guys,
has
wait. Can
at
we
least
change our name to Harry
4,000.
Gack?
What's that?
Guys, can we change our team name to Harry Gack? Is it too late?
You're gross.
I don't think so. All right.
It's such a vivid mental image.
All right,
Aye, that it
It is
is.
the image of the
yes.
night. It will be the stuff of nightmares.
All right, but I know Kevin. How much money are we trying to get?
We
Like,
want to go to
how
someone
much-
who has like an actual store,
just
maybe,
to,
not
like,
just a dude you
get your
saw on
gear.
the street.
For the event, so it's not like a specified amount. Like you don't have an entry fee or anything.
Okay,
Okay.
we're gonna walk down to the main like
the main area, the
shopping
main shop.
area.
Sure.
Do I notice
And we're
anyone
gonna-
with a monocle?
Okay.
I want to look around and look for
Yeah.
the nicest shop.
17.
Are you looking in the
17 on
there's
monocle
two-
investigation.
Two different kind of areas where you could buy things.
Not the
Other
one
than
with
the
all the bones.
actually, there's three. There's the Mystics Row, which has the magic stuff. There was the Landwalkers Bazaar, which has like people from all different places around Lamoche, and then there was the Craftsman's Corridor. It had a number of shops in it as well, and that looked like it was like the local craftsman shops.
Let's go to the fanciest
Let's
one.
go to I think the Mystics Row would be the best one, right?
I am the king of magic. I could probably have some
If
cool
you
pull there.
say one more time.
Don't you dare.
Okay,
You're not getting any
This is
support from me.
awkward.
Thunder horns.
Away.
Do we all agree that we should try Mystics Row first?
Yes, let's go to the Mystics
Because they
Row.
might give us
Aye.
magic stuff.
Am I taking back the egg, or what's the plan?
Oh, yeah. I forgot. I was
Are you
cuddling with
going
it.
to make us do an extended scene of opening up Kalman and rolling to see who has to turn around every single time?
You could just turn
I'm
around
asking
instead.
You now, I'm asking you.
I got
Are
a
you going to
14.
make us? Can we just say we put the egg back in Kalman, or do we have to do this whole thing
That
again?
depends if you want to try and convince him to
I got a
peek
14.
inside. Can you turn around?
I'm not gonna. I don't want to.
And
I just want this
you
to be
hear the
over.
creaking of Calvin as he opens, and the egg goes inside, and Kira puts it in, and he closes back down.
Good little
okay,
baby.
let's go.
Okay.
All right,
Mystics Row.
let's go.
Thunder
to the
horns
Mystics
away!
Row.
I'm going to Fisher's Rest.
Well, why?
I'm going to fish fetch the Mish.
Is Kalman having a stroke?
He's mismatching the fish. He's turning them south and north and east and west in all sorts of different ways. I remember that.
It's my hobby.
All right, well,
Chaotic evil.
go ahead. Wait, Kalman, what's your size?
Round.
All right.
I'm so happy I didn't take a drink right before you said that.
That's so sad, because I
That
think he
was
would have been
good.
wearing
That
it.
was perfect.
All right, so you're going to Mystics Row.
I'm gonna look for just the nicest shop.
All right.
Hello, does somebody want to sponsor us?
No, not yet.
By the way,
not yet.
previously I did roll a 17 on my monocle investigation.
All right. There, there's a pretty fancy looking.
And keep in mind.
First of
that-
all, you pass a hippopotamus creature with a monocle. He's got a hippopotamus head and a very rotund humanoid body
That's my persona.
and a like an admiral's getup, so far as his clothes go.
He's a griff.
Would you like to sponsor our team?
Don't you can't just ask random people. We're trying to get a business.
He has a monocle, lass. This guy's obviously...
You would like me to sponsor your team?
Oh, aye.
What sort of team are we
We're going to be
talking about?
we're going to be competing in the
The capital G games.
What's his name?
Albagula.
Thank you. Those.
Goulash games.
Oh, you're competing in the games?
Yes, we are looking for a sponsor.
Why are you mocking him?
Where are you from? You sound quite familiar.
Ignore her.
Lass, shut up. You're going to hurt our chances here.
I'm sorry I had a bit of my mulberry wine this morning.
Now you sound like me.
A lot of drinking this episode in game.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I am, of course, not a resident of this town. But
Okay, this has been great.
I
Can we
would be happy to sponsor your team if it would mean perhaps they would hear about my services.
What are your
do you
services?
have?
Well, I'm a mercenary, of course. I have an airship that I rent out, and I take people from place to place, and I do other things that they are not capable of doing without an airship.
All right, I like you. Let's
And,
do business.
Lots of
Wait,
kegs full of powder as well.
How much are you willing to give us?
Well, what is it that you need? We have many fine, puffy shirts, such as the one I am
Ooh, we could have
wearing
pirate
here.
shirts.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Three people.
Darn is
here.
on board with this plan.
3 people say yes.
So our uniform is puffy shirts.
Well, I
Fine,
have
boss.
more than puffy shirts, of course. Look, I have this fine coat and these medals and medallions. I have older versions of these medallions, and I have fine tri-cord hats and feathers galore.
I have yet to hear a negative.
Anytime I take on a crew, we dress in such finery so that people know we mean business.
Yes.
And
Please.
what is your team's name?
We are
The Thunderhorns.
Thunderhorns.
Oh, very good. Thunderhorns.
Wow.
Wow. That is fantastic. It
Mike
just
is
brings
so
to mind the charge of battle and
Yes.
holy.
I know, right?
Yes, it is very fine.
Plus,
Perhaps-
then you can also say, like, I'm going to blow my thunder horn, which is just hilarious.
blow my thunder horn. Yes, indeed. Quite a mouth on that one.
This is out of character.
Yes.
Can we have this guy in our party?
I don't know how long I can keep up this voice. I'm bound to lose it before next episode. But, I think it is very fortuitous that you have talked to me, because my ship is actually called the Thunder Cloud.
Yes, it is.
Wow. All right. All I would need for you as a sponsor would be for you to call yourselves the Thunder Cloud Thunderhorns on the forms. Of course, you could colloquially call yourselves whatever you wish.
Yes. The Thundercloud Thunderhorns is even better than our current.
And when I return to my people, I will be their Thunder King. I love this idea.
All right.
Very, very, very good. Would you need anything else? Perhaps we have a fine variety of, how you would say, kaboomity things that may be helpful in the games.
Yes, please.
Yes?
All right. I'll
Yes.
take that too.
Yeah, we haven't watched the games before. We haven't really been told what the events are going to be. So just kind of anything you can think of that might be helpful, we'll take.
Sure, of course. The games are wonderful. Some of them are combat trials, and others have you try out other skills that you may have learned in your time adventuring. I believe I have some things that could be helpful for you. I see you have a blunderbuss, which is quite a fine piece.
Oh, aye.
Already. I have a couple. Perhaps I could give you a couple of grenades and a pistol that you could use. Of course, in the games, I would perhaps require them back when the games were finished. Not the grenades, of course. They are not very useful once they have been expended. Would anybody care for a pistol
Yes, please.
or grenades?
Yes, please.
Shouldn't we find costumes or?
Let's start with the grenades, lass.
He's gonna
No,
give
we've
us
just
the-
talked about it.
No,
we
he's
haven't actually made
giving
a
us
decision on our
grenades.
final look.
For some reason,
Grenades,
I'm a
lass.
little
It
bit
seems
nervous
that
about grenades.
That they have
I don't know why.
Orc is not quite as on board, and I must say, having someone completely on board is very important when you're in the airship business.
I'm
if you
just
know what I
trying
mean.
to. Very funny. I'm just trying.
Durn is feverishly trying to shake this man's hand.
Oh, yes, fine. It's good to meet you.
Hi.
Dwarf.
No, I'm just trying to make sure we do get everything done in
Can
order.
I just even if this doesn't work out, can I have your card?
Oh, yes, of course. Here, this is my information. Of course, it's all about the ship, the Thunder Cloud. We just, we don't exactly have easy contact while we're up flying about, but I come into port in major cities quite often, and if you ask around, I'm sure they will have heard of where I've gone.
You ever make it around the Kufo region?
Oh, yes, of course. We have traded at the coast of Kufo before, then taken on powder, mostly. We go through quite a lot of powder, I must say.
All right, let's do this.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
All right, puffy shirts.
Aye.
All right.
All right.
Puffy shirts all around, and a grenade for each of you. You have teams of 5. I don't see your 5th, but here are 5 grenades. That
Do you
could
have
come
one
in
that's
handy.
in a round
go,
size?
Why, thank you.
A grenade?
A shirt.
Oh, a shirt. Oh, you have a round person?
Yes, he's a Modron.
A Modron. How quaint. Yes, I believe...
Look, he's not our first pick either.
the coat may need some taking out.
Oh wait, do we have a coat?
Yes. It's a blue admiral's sort of coat with...
I'm still
little
going to wear my assless
bronze
chaps.
medals. Yes, of course.
Yes, of course.
We
He has
Naturally.
fantasy khakis underneath.
wouldn't have it any other way. I thought those were just called chaps, though.
This guy gets it.
Can we have hats? I feel like we
Oh,
should have
yes,
hats.
we have a couple of choices. We have the they call the tricord hats, the triangular shaped hats, and we have the ones with the really high part in the middle and the 2 peaks that you can wear sideways if you want to look a little bit funny. But if you want to look regal, you can wear them sort of front to back with a variety of feathers in all colors, really.
See, I've got my wizard
keep
hat.
talking about
so
hats
can I have one of those
forever.
triangle ones, and I can poke out the middle and have my wizard hat stick through? So I'm wearing 2 hats.
If you were to wear 2
It's
hats,
just kinda like
that's
my
sort
look.
of a personal decision.
It's
How many
just
hats
my
one
it's my
wears.
brand.
The
I'm not-
dwarves are working on a system where we use different hats.
I have heard about this system of communication that is
It's gonna be a thing.
completely hat based.
It's gonna be a thing.
It should.
We're doing great work in
any
in
language
Kufo.
would be able to speak it because it doesn't require that you have so specific vocal capacities.
Aye.
It is genius.
Aye.
Yes. I've been looking forward to the progress on such language.
You come to Kufo more often.
Oh, I believe when I'm done here in Albagula, maybe I will do just that.
That entails that you need to go home to Kufo.
Aye.
Sensitive topic.
Oh, you are from
Oh yeah, I was
Kufo.
gonna ask.
Aye.
Do you know where we could get like a net, like you'd use to fish?
Oh,
Or
I believe
fishing pole.
in the Fisher's Rest
Yeah,
here, they
more
have
ones.
a variety of fishing supplies. I believe the turtleborn, as they call themselves, are fond of spear fishing, as they usually live below the water, but they, of course, do use nets.
Not to be rude, but what do you usually call yourself?
Oh, of course. I should have introduced myself far before. I usually talk of my ship before myself. You understand? That's part of the business. But my name is Griffin.
All right,
Griffin.
Yes,
Do you,
Griffin.
do you have another name?
No, just the one.
I meant like your species,
Just
though.
one name.
Oh, I'm a GIF.
He's Griffin the Giff.
Yeah, when you say it like...
I
guess
thought
it
it was
sounds
pronounced
little-
Jiff.
Yes, it's a common misconception.
We hope you've enjoyed our date night together. Remember, you can really help us out by subscribing, rating, and reviewing on whatever platform you use to listen to us. Thanks for listening. We'll see you again in 2 weeks.